I think you have to be okay with evolving. You're going to be in a place in 7 years where you're going to be a different version of yourself, and you might have something else to say. And I think that's powerful. And I think we have to let that happen. You know, I think a lot about that. We had this talk. I told Logan, he was in New York, and we actually got to spend a little time, which is rare for us because it's usually just boom, 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 digital, whatever. And I was like, bro, I really do look at you like fucking Marky Mark and The Rock and Will Smith. I was like, he's the Fresh Prince, then he's Will Smith. You know, Marky Mark is like Marky Mark, then he's fucking Mark Wahlberg. Like, I think you have to be okay with evolving. Sometimes you get your identity so stuck. Look, my identity was like 2008 when I was starting to get a little momentum, the world melted. The economy collapsed, banks. And I was like, look, this is grind time, right? We have to grind. But then you evolve. And
hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of Wine Library TV. I'm your host.
Is it you? 2006.
Today we are going to visit the wonderful and interesting world of Pinot Grigio.
Pinot Grigio. Dude, he's come so far.
It's really real. You know what's super? You know what? You know when I watched that? Talk about something interesting.
You're wearing a sweater vest.
Well, dude,
Yo, dude, you fucking. Yo, you walked into that one, bro.
You're Gary.
He didn't even say anything.
You're 2006.
He puffed it with. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Guys, you want to hear something really interesting? I haven't told this story much. So that episode, my life at that point is I need to build this one focus. I have to build the biggest fucking company possible for my father, who I put on a pedestal, brought me to this country, taught me the right way, fucking adore this man. Because one day AJ's graduating. AJ's already in college. I'm like, we're only a couple years away and I'm going. Because I need it for me, because I've been not making a lot of money building my dad's business. And I'm starting to get resentment. Now I'm in there, I'm 31. I took a business from 3 to 65 million, and I'm making like 40, 50, 60,000 a year because you don't get paid in immigrant family businesses. Yeah. And now at 31,
Hey,
you know, at 20, you know, at 20, he's like, when I die, you'll get it. I'm like, Dad, I'm gonna be 73.
No, this is you.
D-Rock, hand me the gun. You know, and so I'm like, you know, it was a really interesting mindset where I'm there. Meanwhile, what do I do for a living at that point? I sit in front of a computer, send emails and do phone calls, mainly selling wine to collectors around the country. So I'm like thinking about doing content, and this is probably, I just said it earlier, I'm really not good at not being myself. This is probably the time in my entire life, 86 episodes. 86 episodes of Wine Library TV, the first 86 of 1,000. I was too scared to be fully me, because I thought if they knew who the fuck I was, they would never give me $13,000 to buy wine, because the wine world was so pretentious. So I go 86 episodes in, and things are happening. YouTube, there's nobody on YouTube yet. It's 06. I
was going to say, that was like when I uploaded my first video at, so probably same time, probably same year.
So I'm fucking like doing this, and it's working. And like shit's starting to happen. And I remember I like started talking to the Food Network. This happened in like 3 minutes. They're like, do you want to do a show? And I'm like, this is fucking crazy. And I remember thinking, just one day I was driving home, because the store's in Jersey and I lived in Manhattan. So I was 45 minutes to an hour each way. And I was like, if people like this shit, what would they do if I really let it loose? And I said, fuck it. Like, I'm not going to go do some bullshit like Food Network show, that style, wonderful world. Fuck that guy.
Wait,
like,
hold on.
You know, like, you know, it's, and so I was.
The world of Pinot Grigio is pretty.
Listen, it's pretty legit.
Like, let's not go crazy.
Yeah, if you drink 16 bottles of Pinot Grigio, you can get lit. But, you know, I think that. So then I made my first episode a little bit more like, this is how I would talk to my buddies, like me. Yeah. And it fucking went bananas after that. And that was it. I never.
That's how you found your voice?
Yeah. I fear, right? It was business fear, but I was scared if I really showed myself and went all the way there, that these 55-year-old, 45-year-old, high net worth, Wall Street cats, and don't forget this is 2006, the world's changed a lot.
So what did that look like? Listen here, motherfuckers. We've got a 1948 Cabernet from fucking Napa.
It wasn't, like, when I was doing wine content, cursing only started happening for me when I took the stage.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Is it the energy?
I think it's the fact that I loved Chris Rock and Richard Pryor and Adam Sandler. Like, I loved I was so into Richard Pryor as a kid.
Psycho.
Like,
who wasn't? Lunatic.
Loved him so much. And I loved Randy the Macho Man Savage more than life. And like when I watched, like when I somewhere around 4 years in, I kind of like was watching a keynote for some content. I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm just doing stand-up meets wrestling promo video. I completely was so affected by that's my style. Literally, in all my content interviews, like I didn't really curse that much. I mean, I cursed in real life with my buddies, but it was stage that brought that out. And then it just went into content.
So